My name's Tony Hayes, I'm the Chief Executive of the Veterans Association UK. We're a nationwide organisation with head office here in Burnley. We specialise in veterans rehousing, mental health issues and what we call social welfare. And I've done some research and I was staggered at the number of veterans, not just in London but across the whole of the UK. There are thousands of them out there and no one seems to do anything about it, so little old Tony Hayes thought he's going to have a go and try and do something. And I've always said, if I rehouse one, I've done my job. I've now rehoused 105 and counting.
Since I came out of the army, especially when my wife died, it just blew up in my face. I started drinking and I was getting really depressed, and then I came to see Tony. And so Tony sorted me out, basically. Him and his team, because I was rock bottom. I just thought I was depressed because of the death of my wife. But when I seen Tony and Tony explained it, because he'd had it, and he explained it all to me, then I realised that there was something wrong and it needed sorting. And believe me, him and his team have done it good for me, and they've done it good for other people I've spoke to that's been coming here.
With him, it's all about the veterans and making sure that they have a quality of life. I'm in the hands of people that have my best interests at heart and won't let me down. And that, since I've come out, and I've been out over 10 years, the amount of people that have offered help and then you just get pushed away and forgotten. And that is worse than not being offered any help at all. But with him, he keeps you up to date. All of them do, they keep you up to date. You become part of a family that understands you.
So I'm Colin, was in the army. I've done about 9 years in total, bit of split service. Did a couple of tours in Iraq, one of them was pretty bad, so ended up obviously with some issues from that. Since I've left the army I've had a bit of problems keeping jobs. I've split with my missus, ended up sofa surfing and that basically. I was going to be homeless. So I came down to speak to the VA and they've been very helpful since. Didn't want to see me on the street, so I've managed to get somewhere to stay in the meantime until I get permanent, which I'll be moving into next week. So whatever you need to sort out, they'll go out of the way to help you sort that out. Like I say, have helped me, because otherwise I think I'd be in a pretty bad place by now.
Well, currently the NHS are experiencing massive issues with mental health. There's a hell of a lot of civilians got exactly the same, what we call critical multiple trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder. A lot of these are people who've gone through, especially women who've gone through domestic violence. We set up a hotline in October 2015 and about 75% of our calls are now from civilians, predominantly women, who've gone through that. There's been child abuse, but domestic violence seems to be the main thing. We offer a very high level of service, especially within the housing sector and within PTSD, mental health. I suffer with PTSD personally, and I'm also a qualified counsellor now because I suffer with PTSD. My training's not textbook, even though I've done textbook. My training's from personal life experience. I know what it's like to go through the particular issues that these sufferers go through. Plus, as a veteran, I understand their issues far better than most civvies do. So I've been there myself and done it.
My name's Fred Tootle. I served in the army in 1960 to 1967. During that period, I was involved in an incident where a fellow comrade was shot and it affected me badly. I came out of the army and I suppressed it, just tried to not to think about it, until eventually, about 6 years ago, I was watching a television programme and the battle scenes on the beach hit me with such a shock that everything came back and I went into a terrible state. 4 months ago, I met Tony Hayes in Accrington in his office in the market hall there. Now, Tony then introduced me to Claire Wells. She's a psychotherapist and she gave me treatment, and I'm delighted to say that it's turned me around. It's changed my life completely. I am a different man now. I'm not in the same pit. I'm out the pit. I'm functioning properly. I'm sleeping properly. I'm in a far, far better place than I was. The treatment that I've had here at the Veterans Association has been brilliant.
I've got access to over 200 BACP postgraduate psychotherapists, all specialising in post-traumatic stress disorder, the vast majority do. So I've got a nationwide basis of these particular clinicians, so I can say anywhere in the UK we can refer very, very quickly and get them into treatment. Success for me is when I'm seeing someone who's been to our services, they've gone through the treatment, they've walked out and they've got some sort of control of their life now, normality within their lives. It's also to me when we've got somebody into a property, someone who's been homeless, living rough on the streets or sofa surfing, and they're moving into their own place. That's success to me.